All right, folks, good evening. Tim Davis here, coming to you guys with another video. Want to draw your attention to the VIX. The VIX, folks, been telling folks to pay very close attention to the VIX because the VIX can be a leading indicator to give us some type of inkling of what's happening or what's about to happen. So we're going to look closely at the VIX. We're going to take a look at a shorter term chart. Then we're going to look at a longer term chart and show you guys what is stirring up in the VIX. One thing I'll point out immediately on the daily chart is that you see this gap up in the VIX. So there's a gap up here in the VIX, and tomorrow, Wednesday, there's a Fed speak. So we can probably see volatility all over the place until the Fed finishes. And it's a possibility that the VIX could make an attempt to fill that gap. So that is a possibility. And even if that does occur, I think there will probably be a short-term pullback. And this is the reason why I say that, because if you look at a longer-term chart of the VIX, and I'm going to show you guys something, it is doing something that I have not seen, not seen in history. Look at the monthly chart on the VIX, and let me stretch this out here. Here's a monthly chart on the VIX dating way back to 2008. You can even go a little bit further than that, but sorry about that, folks. But look at this. Look at the we're gonna look at this. Look at the where's percentage of the VIX on this monthly chart. The full stochastics. Folks, that is a well-rounded pattern towards the upside on a monthly chart, and like a coiling action. It has been coiling up on this monthly chart for about a year. Coiling up, coiling up. That's a sign of a major breakout, folks. And I'm looking back in history. I don't see any signs of this type of action gearing up in the VIX. Look at the price action. You can see it in the price action too, with all this momentum building up in the VIX. And it's like it's definitely gearing towards a major breakout above this $40 level. So folks, we could be in the process of seeing a major breakout on the VIX very, very, very soon. All it needs is a catalyst to get that breakout. So could we see a big breakout in the VIX tomorrow, sometime before the end of the day? That's a possibility. Could we see a pullback in the VIX temporarily tomorrow? Yes, we could, because we are in sold territory on major indices just about. So anything is possible tomorrow, but I do believe if not by the end of this week, by sometime next week, we could see the VIX break out above 40. So I wanted to point that out. The VIX is really coiling up and gearing for a major breakout. All right. So keep that in mind. The VIX is definitely gearing up for a possible major breakout above that $40 level. That's a level to watch for the VIX over the next week or so. All right, take a look at the S&P E-minis. So I will point out that today was just pretty much a nothing day. It was not any true conviction in price action today. But I will point out that we're close to level of support. So we can either bounce here or continue lower till we get all the way down to that trend line. Now, if we take a look at the Dow Jones E-minis, we'll see that it has already reached a level of support. So what happens next? We got to wait till tomorrow to find out. Do we break this level of support and go down, or do we bounce here? That probably will play out sometime tomorrow. Now, if we look at the indicator that tracks the percentage of S&P 500 companies trading above their 200-day moving average, it did something uniquely today. It actually fell below out of the trending channel. Look at that. Look at that. It fell out of the downward trending channel. So that leads me to believe that anything that's possible at this point, we could get a bounce and see the percentage get right back, drop right back into that trending channel, or we could see a new trending channel develop below that. If that was the case, if we do not make it back above that level of resistance now, because form of support becomes resistance, we don't make it back above that level, we can see a new channel start to form somewhere down below this trend line. If that happens with this tool that tracks the percentage of S&P 500 companies trading above the 20-day moving average, I can all but guarantee you that we will see the same thing in the major indexes start to drop below some of those trend lines. So that's something to really hone in and pay attention to tomorrow, folks. Tomorrow's going to be a big day. Fed speaks. Fed rate decision at 2, and then the interview, or should I say the meeting that they have normally right after that. Normally that happens around 2:30. So tomorrow should be a very eventful day tomorrow, folks. So keep your pencils sharp and be ready to take advantage of whatever the market may bring. Looking at a longer term weekly chart of this tool, as you guys see, my ultimate target is right down here at 0. It looks like we are trying to head that way already. Could we head that way before the end of this week? That is very, very possible. Okay, the Fed has their back up against the wall right now, and they have to make some type of decision to try to tame this inflation. Will they go extremely heavy and raise 75 basis points, or will they stick to 50, or will they go 100? Tomorrow is going to be anybody's guess, so we got to wait to see how things pan out tomorrow. But that's what I wanted to share with you guys. Tomorrow's going to be an eventful day. Pay close attention to that VIX. The VIX is going to be a telltale sign as to what we can expect. All right, folks, until the next video, Tim Davis here signing off, and enjoy the rest of your night.